I do want to start with a little bit of introduction to the series, though, just so people know what they're clicking on. You know what I mean?
I'll let you take that. I'll just sit back.
Alrighty, hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is me and my boy Soapy Cream 69, otherwise known as Sean. And welcome to BlockTalks, a Minecraft series where we talk about life and get personal while we play some Minecraft. So we're just two homies hanging out, and you guys can join us if you want. And yeah, anything to add to that, my good sir?
No, I'd just like to point out how cool this donkey looks behind you.
Yeah, this is a cool
he's
donkey.
he's just moseying, just doing his thing. And
Yeah,
how cool this mountain looks. I think that we should go explore this first things
for real.
first. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, look at these sunflowers. Do you notice they're all facing in one direction?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Well, there's a village over there.
Okay, village takes priority because for
Definitely.
survival.
I wonder if
For
that's because
survival.
like the sun is in that direction or
I think
something.
I,
Can you
I
plant
think
them another
so.
way? No, they can't be planted in other directions. That's weird. We might be the first people to discover that phenomena.
It's it's that one meme of that like teacher doing the mind blown gesture. He's
I just ate raw chicken. I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to do that.
yeah, you've got some poisonous bubbles coming off you now.
You know what? You know what's funny? It's kind of random, but actually, like while I've been on this carnivore diet, I haven't gotten food poisoning even once. Have you?
I haven't either. I've almost poisoned myself by mishandling a piece of steak, in the sense of not
Oh,
cooking it. Actually, no, I think it was like expired. Like it was a whole ass expired piece of meat, and I tried to cook it, and it was disgusting,
yeah.
so bad.
No,
Wait, I
yeah.
wasn't
Like
even on the
I've
carnivore diet. It was
oh,
before I hopped on the carnivore diet, but yeah.
like I've puked
Wait,
a few times when I ate something bad, but I haven't gotten like full blown food poisoning at all, which is interesting.
hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. But yeah, I kind of like what I was talking about before the recording started. Like, man, I don't even know where to start with all that. I kind of feel like I don't know. It's like before I started this last YouTube channel, I was learning a ton of Spanish and going to the gym, and it was like I had all these things going on in my life. But when that started to go well, it like took so much of a priority that it seems like everything else was kind of put on the side. And then like as I got less and less time, those things became more and more on the side. And now it's like there have been months here where I feel like I was so consistent, like fully with just that one thing. Like I'm so committed now, and now it feels like if that doesn't work out, I don't know. It's really painful. Then it feels like I had sacrificed so much of that energy I had of me making
Hmm.
progress in a one direction instead of these other directions when it ends up not, I guess, amounting to anything in the end. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
I don't know. I put all my eggs in one basket. Now I understand why they say not to do that. I don't
So
know.
you dropped the basket and your eggs broke.
Or something. Like it's not like the channel's dead, but it's like a little fire I'm just like constantly trying to keep alive. It's like some little flame that
I
you
understand. Yeah.
blow on and you put stuff on it and it just like won't stay alive, and sometimes it's going really good, but then like the next second it feels like it so quickly starts to go out, and I feel like I'm
No, I get.
just
I understand the precedent of what you're trying to say. Like, um, how effort can feel wasted, and you feel kind of like betrayed and like heartbroken almost. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, dude, I feel you. That
It's
sucks.
really
I mean, I'm feeling that way about like an actual relationship where it's like I put all my energy into this one direction, and it was more energy than I intended to put, but I put it all anyway, and in a sense I've been wasting a lot of time. Like people would argue that I didn't waste it and that I should, just take it for what it was, but it's like, well, now it's ending and I really enjoyed it. It really sucks that it's ending.
yeah. It's like I guess I don't know. I guess nothing's a waste, but at the same time, kind of feels like it is a little bit. You know what I mean? Like
It can for sure.
it's
It
hard
totally
because it's
can.
like it's not a waste. I don't regret putting in any of the effort, but if it goes away, it's like I don't know. That's something I care so much about. I put so much effort into. It would just really
Right.
And I don't know, it didn't mean so much when I felt like I had other things going on. But I guess just because I've started to invest so much in this one thing, gone so far in this one direction that it kind of feels like that's all I have, you know what I mean? Like I look at myself and where I'm at in this period of my life, and I feel like I've gone, just completely in one direction. I literally like, I dropped out. I don't even have that many friends. I've just spent years here trying to kind of build myself into this vision of who I want to be, like learning languages and writing books and having this YouTube channel and like I don't know. I mean,
I will say, dude, that you're the coolest freaking person I know. Like from the bottom of my heart, I mean that. Like
really
that stuff
appreciate
that
that, man.
yeah, dude, the areas in which you're growing your branches and putting your eggs are not wasted because like inherently you just are like a cool a cool ass dude.
Yeah, I
So,
found a leather cap, leather chest plate for you
oh, really? Did you get a chest plate too?
in the village. Yeah, I did as well.
Nice, okay. I was like, why would he give me
Cause I
that?
just love you so much. I appreciate
Oh,
that,
thank you.
man. Yeah, it's
Of
like I
course,
don't
bud.
know. It's like it doesn't always pay off. That's just the thing about life, I guess. I don't know. Like here's the thing that my therapist had someone about this, which I thought was interesting. He's like, what if it does fail? Like, what if it absolutely completely fails? Like, it dies beyond belief and you can't salvage it, and that's just that channel you had all the effort you put into it ends right there. You know what I mean? Like hypothetically. And he said like, how would that make you feel? And I thought about it. I'm like, well, obviously that'd make me feel really, really, really terrible. But he said like, but could you like recover from it? Like, would that really be the end of the world? I'm like, no, obviously not. I'm only 18. Like, nothing I've done would really be the end of the world if it went away. And he said like, then focus on like what comes next and just do that right now. You know what I mean? Like,
Amen. Amen, dude. Just feel the heartbreak of whatever just failed, but then do what you know you need to do anyway. And that's way easier said than done, but yeah,
yeah,
yeah, you just can't lose like you can't pity yourself too much cuz pitying yourself is when you lose the sense of direction that you've always had and you will always have.
yeah.
Um
It's like I'm
like
I'm almost like emotionally attached to this thing. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
and like you can't be emotionally attached to the things you're consistent at because then it's not real discipline. It's like motivation. You know what I mean? Like if I stop doing it because the views go down, then was I ever really disciplined or was I just like really motivated because I was seeing progress? You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's always a hard
I
thing. It's like the person who's consistently hitting the gym and they're seeing like crazy progress. Like, it's probably a lot easier to be motivated than, the person who goes and sees no progress for years but just keeps at it anyway. It's like,
Seriously, I don't want to interrupt, but you see this pillager tower up on this mountain to our
uh,
yeah, okay, so if we go in there and kill the guy with the flag, steal the flag, and then come back to this village, they'll give us a raid. And a raid is like loot to boot, like caboose loot, like type of
wait,
like
wait, wait, come grab that leather stuff.
oh,
Right
coming,
below me. No,
coming.
yeah. Don't
Uh,
you have to be like, I've never done one, but don't you have to be like pretty late into the game to be able to do a raid though?
I'd say,
Successfully?
especially with two people, you just need a shield, and iron armor, and a bunch of iron swords. I say a bunch because like a bunch will break. So iron swords, iron armor, a shield, and a bow. And if you
Yeah.
have those things as well as a bunch of food, you're set. Which that's not that far out, honestly. I've had wipes. I call them wipes of worlds, where like I get iron in the first like 5 minutes, and then the rest of the game is pretty set in stone. I remember playing Minecraft with my cousin one time, and within literally a minute on his Xbox 360, within literally a minute, he was like, "Found iron," and I'm like, "Dude, I still haven't even gotten my first tree." He's like, "Well, you suck. Like, what are you doing?" It was funny.
No, yeah. I feel like those memories are so precious. Like some amount of like ignorance about the world makes life way more magical, especially video
Yeah.
games. Like when I was younger, when I first played Transit on Black Ops 2 Zombies, like that was back when it was like mythical, dude. Like the cabin in the woods with the Bowie knife and all these things were like so like out there. Like like people would just like straight up lie, but I'll believe them. They're like, "Did you know you can go to the moon on this map with some special Easter egg? You like knife this, I don't know. It's like I was such a gullible kid, but it made the world seem like way more magical too.
Yeah.
I kind of miss
Well,
that
and
about life. Like I wouldn't say that I have everything understood, but I feel like I understand everything so much better that it's hard to like find that magic in the same way. I don't know.
yeah. Well, look at it this way, man. The world is comprised of light and dark, yin and yang, happiness, sadness, and just because you understand it all now doesn't mean that you have to only indulge in the sadness. It just means that you have to consciously move forward and experience the sadness and the happiness consciously. Like they're things that you have to give to yourself now. They're not as
Yeah.
whimsically given to you, you know?
Well, it's not even like happiness or sadness. It's just like it doesn't make me sad to feel that like kind of difference that there isn't as much of like a wonder and magic. It's just like different, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of
Mm.
advantages of having the world figured out more. Like I can make more progress for that reason because I know what I'm doing more. I like understand all the systems better, but also I don't know, it feels a little bit less like I don't know. You know what I'm
Entertaining,
saying?
like entertaining in general, would
No, a
you
little bit
say?
less like mystical, like hidden behind a veil of all of my ignorance, you know what I mean? Feels just a little bit more like understood, a little bit more like just what it is,
Well,
I
but
guess.
okay, so what about being ignorant towards the possibilities made you happy? What was it about that was like,
I don't know that there were just more possibilities, you know what I mean? Like the more you feel like you have understood, the less like the ability for other things to exist is like diminished a little bit.
yeah, it's like supply and demand. Okay, so new things were of high supply and also demand. Like you loved them and they were everywhere, these new things. And so the emotion you get when you saw that new thing, I would argue you can still give to yourself. And that's like probably what the old wise person about to die would tell you to try and like learn, you know. That's the skill you got to unlock first in the game, he would probably tell you. He would be like, you got to start praying and you got to start giving yourself like this happiness that went away when I was a kid, and I didn't get it until I retired from my welding job and actually got to sit down and think.
Yeah.
And
Well, it's like I said, it's not happiness. Like I'm definitely like just as happy as I was as a kid. I haven't always been, but definitely lately, but it still just feels like it's different. Like I wouldn't say it's any better or worse, but it's definitely different. It feels like that magic of not understanding the world and how
yeah,
like I don't know, like that feels like I can't get it back. I don't know. I just
do you
think
want it
like
back?
sometimes I do. Like I think that's kind of where the nostalgia comes from. Like I said, like nowadays I couldn't feel that same way about like a new zombies map in Black Ops, let's say, because it's like it's just way different. You know what I mean? The world's not how it used to be, where it's just so magical and there's unlimited possibilities. Like I'm not as gullible. You know what I mean? I can't just like believe things as easily. Oh,
Hmm. Well, I think that definitely I don't think that it's inherently true that less is happening though. I think
oh,
oh,
dude, I literally just got like there were so many of them in that cave. I just got like ganged up on by like an army of zombies.
oh no. You went into a cave?
Yeah, well, it was like a shallow cave, but there were literally like 8 zombies in there for some reason. I had an
Yeah,
iron
dude,
sword and
they all
everything.
bunch up. Well, if you, I have my map. You just lost your map, but
I know where it is.
I can tell you where to go. Oh, you got it?
I know where it is. Yeah, it wasn't far away. I found some iron, so I had an iron sword, but I
Yeah,
don't
dude,
know.
this place is like, there's a village here, but it's absolutely barren. Like, I feel like we need to go where there's more. Wait, no, there's a cave. That might be the one you went into.
I doubt it because I'm at this cave right now and you're not here.
Oh,
I hope not more of them spawned. There's like it's such like a small little cave opening. There like wasn't even anything worth dying for in here.
some be like that. Some of them be like that.
Sometimes you
Oh
die
my
for
gosh, dude,
nothing.
have you played since the Caves and Cliffs update?
Yeah, I
Okay,
have.
because it's gnarly. I mining in these caves is something completely different. It's something that could take up the whole time. Like I don't know. You could do that for days and days and days, and not run out of new stuff.
Yeah, I don't. I think there are goods and bads about this new update, or I guess it's not even really new anymore. One thing I don't like is like it feels like strip mining's a little bit harder now. I don't know.
Okay, yes, but the caves that are really huge that they added, the super complex cave systems, once you get deep enough, there's diamonds everywhere inside of those
Yeah,
caves.
exactly. So like strip mining is harder, but like caving is probably way better.
And I like caving better anyway, because you're not just getting diamonds, you're getting so much else.
Yeah, it's probably more engaging anyway. I haven't like faced the warden or I haven't even gotten netherite before, dude. Think about
I don't think I have either, not gonna lie. I've been on a server where they had netherite. I've like played with my buddies and they
No,
had it.
yeah, like I've been gifted nether. I've never found it myself. Or I've like bought it on like
Shoot,
commerce
dude.
servers. But you know how I've
That's
been feeling I've
huh.
been feeling at work lately. It's just like feels like I don't know. Feels like sometimes I'm putting in effort and I'm not gaining anything in my life right now. That's really what it feels like. That's kind of like being an adult in general, I guess, is like sometimes there are periods of your life where it feels like you're putting in effort and you're not gaining anything. But especially lately, like all the things I've been filming with my YouTube channel, but then also having this debt to my mom, it feels like all the money I make just goes to my parents. You know, like my channel is kind of doing like worse than it has been lately. I feel like I was just on like a high in my life and now I'm kind of in like a low. I'm in like a point where I need to recover. And so it feels like I'm not making any progress. I'm just trying to get back to where I was. And I don't know. That's been kind of a tough feeling because like I know that on the one hand like it's still character development, it's still good for me. Like in a way there's something like really badass about just putting your head down and grinding and seeing very minimal results in your life out of that. Just cuz it's like it
Well,
but at the same time, I don't know. It is a little bit
I
tough to deal with.
I've felt what you're feeling before, you know. I and my insight onto it is exactly kind of what you just said, like realizing that you're a badass is the quickest way to start getting your momentum back. Realizing that you are where you are, which is at rock bottom, and you can either be like, I don't know, you can bleep me out if you don't want to hear if like sure, can I swear? Can I cuss?
I'd prefer you don't, but I'll just bleep you out if you do on accident.
Okay. Okay, so you can either be a pansy, you can be a freaking pansy, or you can be a badass. And whether and you're the place you're at in life isn't going to change, but the difference between a pansy and a badass, I'd say, is a badass will just do any small little thing to gain momentum. You don't got anything else going on in the moment, do some squats, do some push-ups. It's like the badass doesn't care what the result is because he knows it'll come. He just does. He just acts because everything gains momentum. I know what you're saying. You feel stuck in the mud because the momentum you gain through your finances is just funneled right into your mom. The momentum you gain on this YouTube channel has been diminishing. You know, things seem down in those regards, but a badass man just accepts it. I don't know. That's what I've learned, at least. That's my perspective.
That's good advice. I like that. Yeah, because it's like I don't know. You kind of have to like, whoa, oh my gosh, Sean, I'm such a
What?
fool.
What'd you do?
Nothing but I'm getting ganged up on by two zombies in golden armor.
My friend, how are you even in caves? I'm still like cooking up all the food I've gotten, just like last time.
I don't know. I'm always 2 steps ahead. No, I'm just
You're like, I'm the badass, you're the pansy, bro.
kidding. Nah, I don't. Yeah, no, I agree because it's like you kind of have to give that power to yourself. You kind of have to have an internal locus of control. Like sometimes you have no
Yeah.
choice but just slave away. Like I said,
Oh,
that's what my boy. What 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 were we just talking about? That you were just cooking food. How'd you die?
dude, this okay. The skeleton has an enchanted bow that I really want, and so I
Goodbye,
tried to
leather
kill it.
armor. Whoa, 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 whoa. My boy, no. No, my son. Oh, he's destroyed my crafting table. Sorry, I got run up on by a creeper.
Me too.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, that's what being an adult's like. Most individuals, Most people out there work and all of their money, every cent they make just goes into their expenses, you know what I mean? And I've just been very blessed that that hasn't been my life, that I've been able to save pretty much all of my money because I'm only 18. I've been living at home, but suddenly having to give all my money away, that's like what most people just deal with. That's what just being, I don't know, like all souls must labor. You gotta work and to survive and eat.
Yeah,
And I
wake
guess
up.
that's just like
Capitalism demands your
that's just
sacrifice.
what being an adult is about. That's what being a man is about. I guess that's something that's like the not so gradual part about growing up. There have definitely been gradual parts of growing up, but that's been the part that was instant, you know,
Hmm.
where you're
Is
just
like
like,
the funnel that takes all your work,
well,
all
I
your
mean more
blessings.
like I don't know. I guess like realizing that that I have to be able to provide for myself, or that I don't know, just starting to like see what life is like for other adults, I guess. It's like once you're in that
Right.
world, those are the first things you realize is like how it is for other people, you know?
Yeah, dude. Can I? I'm gonna share something personal now. Like, I've got a stepdad, so my parents divorced a while back, probably when I was like 6. So that's like 13 years ago at this point. Anyway, and I have like a stepdad, and me and him have butted heads a lot. Like, we we just push each other's buttons all the time over the silliest stuff. And for the longest time, like, I've been like wrestling with my conscience, like, do I call him dad? Like, who the heck is this guy in my life? Like, he's just kind of a guy. But now that I've grown up and realized what life is like for adults, I've realized that he's been the one providing for me, dude. He's put a roof over my head, he's put food in my belly and clothes on my back, and he's done it all with a smile on his face. And he goes to work every day diligently. Like, he doesn't come home and clean. He's not an alcoholic. He doesn't beat my mom. Like, not saying that my actual dad did, but those are all examples of things that masculine figures can do when they get upset and tired of life. And this guy just doesn't. He's been providing steadily for a long time, and I'm realizing how much of an absolute thug he is. Like, what an awesome guy. He is a dad to me. 100%.
Yeah, dude, I feel like as a kid, I didn't realize how hard my parents were working. Like, you know, as a kid, no one tells you what being an adult is really like. And so you might not even realize how hard it is, how much of a stress and how much of a burden there is. And then when parents show their weaknesses because of their stress, it's like, you know, we don't understand where they're coming from. So we almost, I don't know, like, we're too hard on them, I guess. You know what I mean? We don't give them their proper credit because we don't see it. And we can't give, you know, I don't
Gosh,
know.
yeah.
We can't see
You're
where they're
right.
coming from. I guess that's what I've realized too as I've gotten older. Like with my stepdad, it's very much the same story. You know, I'm sure we've talked a lot about my stepdad, but really,
Yeah.
like he's provided for me. He's provided for my mom, and like however I feel about him, however he's treated me, like he has kept me alive. And like traveling the world last year, like going to Thailand after me and Andrew sold everything we owned, I really realized like I'm so blessed to be, you know, someone who lives in the United States. And of course, I'd always like known that. I've always like logically known how much better I have it than most people and being grateful of that. Like more than most people, I've spent a lot of time watching travel vlogs and I thought I understood pretty well what real poverty looked like compared to what I have. But seeing it like firsthand right in front of you is totally different. Like, you know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
really just realized, like, wow, like, it's kind of unfair how this world is. Like, wealth and convenience and luxury and all these things are not distributed equally. Like, food is not distributed equally, obviously. Like, there are really good people that struggle and suffer. And I don't know, I'm kind of spoiled. Like, no, I'm definitely spoiled. And, you know, when people used to tell me that, I used to brush them off, and I'm like,
It would
you don't
piss you
understand my
off.
life. But it's like,
Yeah.
I'm more spoiled than they even understood. You know what I mean? The reasons they probably thought I was spoiled were not the reasons that I really am spoiled for. They were just
That's
probably saying that
hilarious.
because they had like some beef with me, or I don't know. I don't know like why people have said that in the past. And it's not a very common thing people have said, but they've definitely been right. I've realized so much I am spoiled, and literally everyone I know is spoiled. Even my parents, even other adults are spoiled. sometimes especially other adults, because they've worked hard and been rewarded for their effort, and so they think that's how the world works. But some people work hard and aren't rewarded for their efforts at all, and that's how
Yeah.
I'm feeling lately. But I've had to realize that's most of the world, you know.
Yeah, and to the degree that you're feeling it, it's felt by other people like 100x, 1,000x.
Exactly.
There for the longest time, like we've literally been enslaving each other as humans. Like, okay, I'm gonna keep you alive so that you can work for me. You don't get anything out of it. You just work.
I know, dude. That's such a, yeah. It's like we're not entitled to our own labor. We need to labor to survive, or labor to, like, I don't know, not. Yo, I just found a spawner, dude,
Heck yeah, you're doing some real life exploring, dude. I need to get on your echelon.
and I have an enchanted bow.
I do too, bro. That enchanted bow that the skeleton killed me with, I took it.
Does does a does a furnace that's lit up count as a light source? Like,
I wouldn't bet on it.
I'll make some torches.
Yeah, definitely. If you're gonna be caving, make torches. The best way to cave is to run into an area, kill all the mobs, and immediately place torches so they don't respawn. That's the best way to not die.
Dude, yeah, I literally found a spawner, Sean. It's a zombie spawner.
That's actually pretty crazy.
And I have coordinates on, so I can just look at the video when it's over and know what happened, where it's at.
I always like taking pictures of the spawner the coordinates that I want to remember on
We
my
got
phone.
video. That's even better. Yo, we have 2 music discs. Do you want one of these, or
You already know.
they're the same music disc, and then there's a third one that's different. But I guess we'll
You
just
already
keep.
know I want a music
I
disc.
guess we'll just keep both of them. Do we need pumpkin seeds?
No, we don't need both of them. You're fine. Throw the other one away, because if we ever have like a jukebox, we'll just play it together.
What if we had
We'll hang
different
out.
jukeboxes though?
Nah, man, we gotta. Are we making a homie house with both of us, or are we making our own houses?
I'm a pretty good builder, so if you want me to build us a house and we both live there, I'm down. But if you want to build your own, that's also cool.
Well, let's collaborate. I'm also a pretty good builder, especially when I'm lost in conversation, bro. Uh-huh.
Nice. My inventory is pretty packed. We should start looking for a location to build a house.
I think that you're right.
And
Or
I
at
was
least
I,
just, or at
normally I
least
like
just a location to live.
yeah normally I like to wander, but if there's a spawner right here, we should probably just stay close to this area.
I mean, true. I mean, that's why I like taking pictures of it on your phone, because now you can know wherever the spawner is without having to stop the video, stop the recording.
Exactly. Like I don't need to take a picture because we can just go back later.
No, no, no. I'm saying you should take a picture so that you don't have to look at it later, and you can like refer to it like during the duration of this video still. You don't have to end the video to look at where it is. You can take a picture of it.
Yeah, kind of too late for that, but that's a good idea.
Oh.
I have it on video, but I know where it is. It's like right in this cave. Like it's not even very far underground. I've never seen him this far up. So
We should definitely prioritize different things about a location, honestly. But that is good to know that, because we definitely want that.
as long as it's not too far away, you know what I mean? Cause like I feel like there's honestly a good spot in between these two mountains with like a spruce forest up there. It's like my favorite wood.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna go get some high ground here, and then
Well, we gotta sleep.
only one of us needs to. You go sleep.
What?
I said it's only one of us needs to. Some new feature.
You're capping.
I'm not capping at all.
That's
I am
kind of a weird feature.
on jaw. The on jaw.
Okay, so you're not in a bed right now?
I'm not in a bed.
What? What?
Yo, I just found a damaged ender portal, dude.
Nice.
Hello, Mr. Chicken. But other than that, I mean, I don't know. I like the job. It's cool. You know, a lot of the dasher picker upper people, they only speak Spanish. I think they're like I mean, I don't want to be prejudiced. I think some of them are illegal immigrants and they're working that job because it's easier to like, pass all their. I don't know. I guess it's like one of the jobs they can work a little bit easier. But I've been learning Spanish for a while, so I've kind of been wanting to practice with them, but it's kind of embarrassing. And like
Can
I
you
don't.
understand what they're saying?
I can understand a lot of it, but some of like the specific things like order and like pickup, I don't know. Like I know all the common words, you know what I mean? Like I mean, I definitely know more than someone who's just like taken a few years of Spanish. So like I could have a conversation with them, but just like with specific contexts, sometimes I don't know what they're saying, you know what I mean, or what they're referring to.
Yeah, makes sense.
I haven't been like trying to talk to them, so I don't even know how much I can understand, but yeah, I don't know. Cuz we had this temp worker and she was talking with them and I was like, dude, that should be me. It's one of those things where like, when you start something, you don't realize how long it takes to learn it. Like I kind of figured I'd be fluent in Spanish by now with how much effort I've put in. But like the more I learned, the more I realized like to really be at the very, very high level of fluency I want to be at, it's going to take a long time. It's like the Dunning-Kruger effect. I feel like in my life in general lately, I've just been realizing like for so long I was making so little progress that I underestimated how long it would take for me to reach my goals. And now that I'm making progress and I'm starting to have a better idea of everything I'm doing, I know I have so much further to go than I realized, I guess.
Sorry, my cat started like crawling up onto my desk, and I was afraid he was gonna like unplug my PC or something, so I had to take off my headphones and kick him off.
No, you're good.
What were
That's
you
that's
saying?
funny. Nothing important, I guess. I was just telling you my last will
I'm
and
sorry.
testament, but that's all right. It's too late now. I'm not leaving you in my will now. I was just telling you I'm literally dying of cancer, and you just yeah, it's okay though. It's
Oh,
all right.
dude. Well, yeah, that is kind of crazy. But dude, did you hear that they added like little sacks in
No,
this game?
what do you
You can
mean?
like okay, so if you go to a actually you can craft it in your inventory, so you don't need to have a crafting table. So you go to your inventory and hit the sword and the helmet, and you can make a bundle out of leather and string.
Huh? It's like a shulker chest kind of thing.
A little bit. So what happens is you put one thing in there. You can put 64 items in there, and they can be different items. So you can make like a stack of a bunch of different items, but you can only take out the one that you most recently put in there. So it's good for like putting in a bunch of like mob stuff that you're not gonna
Or like
want.
food.
Yeah.
Oh, the heck. It's like The Walking Dead over here. Wait, what do I have? Okay. I need a helmet and boots. Sean, I have full iron armor now.
Damn, dude, Ollie, get down, bro. Get off of my counter. I don't know what you want. Actually, I do know what you want. You just want cuddles. That's all you ever think about, bro. And it's
Dude, I missed
adorable.
I
So.
missed Toby, bruh.
Oh
I
my
miss
god, me too.
I miss Toby.
Toby needs to move down to here.
I think Justin took Toby when he moved out of Gundy's house, so he should be chilling now.
Hmm.
But what was I saying though? I totally forgot when I started joking about it. I don't know. Like, oh yeah, I guess I was talking about kind of like the Dunning-Kruger effect sort of thing, where I was saying like, as I've gone further in learning all these things, I've started to realize really how far I have to go. Like, for so long, I wasn't making a lot of progress in my life. So once I started making progress, I very quickly realized like I was at the start of the I was at the start of the race in a way. Like I had made no progress in my entire life until like 6 months ago, it feels like. So now it's like all the progress is ahead of me and none of the progress is behind me, which like
Yeah.
it's which is
Yeah, which is
such
so
a
wrong.
yeah, what a
It's not
weird
even
feeling.
true. It's
What
not
a
even
weird
true.
feeling. No, I feel like it is kind of true though.
No, there's so much progress to be made.
No, I mean like like none of the progress is behind me, as in like I haven't made any progress in my life basically.
Oh, yeah, I thought you were saying it the other way around. Like, I've
No,
done
no, yeah.
everything I wanted to do. But I could see where you were coming from if you did say that as well. Like, every step that I thought I would need to take to be fulfilled, I've done. And here I am, still wanting more. Like, these things also, like, failed. They didn't turn out how I wanted. I feel like, yeah, that's
Dude,
how I'm
I
feeling
I'm
too.
so encumbered. We need to build a house now. I'm just gonna pick a spot, dude, low key.
Alrighty.
Um, I don't know. I feel like there's a pretty good spot, like right there.
Okay, I'm gathering up all of my camp. I'm breaking up my camp. I'm coming.
No, wait. I was gonna get to higher ground, and then I got distracted by the portal. Now I'm remembering what my plan was. Yeah, I'm gonna get to higher ground and scout out this area because I'm so encumbered. I dropped my crafting table on the floor, and now I feel like an idiot.
I've got a crafting table. What are your chords?
338, 99, negative 780.
338, 780. Hmm. You went past the villager tower, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Up. You went up and around it. Gotcha.
You don't have to get into the specifics because we're recording, but I'm kind of just curious in general. Like, what do you think your plan is with your girlfriend? Do you think you're going to talk to her about it soon or what?
Honestly, I just think that I would be most comfortable. Like, the specifics about it are like we got into a relationship when I knew that I wasn't in a place in life to get into a relationship. I had things I needed to do. I had like I needed to focus basically is what I'm saying. Sorry, I got stuck in the snow. I needed to focus. Where are you again? You're in this like mountainous
Dude,
area.
if this isn't the best spot that anyone could ask for, oh my gosh. Oh,
Okay, I'll just let you do your exploring and I'll trust where you find. I'll just tell you about this girl that I'm dating right now. It's like I got into the relationship knowing that at some point I would want to break up and focus on myself again because prior to this relationship I was in a state of such eudaimonium, like your favorite word, like of
eudaimonia.
such, yeah, eudaimonia, that it was like it was just flawless. I was doing everything I needed to do. I was happy with all of my gains in every area in life, and I was happy to take on more. And I was ready. I was like taking. It was a bullish type of period of my life, but then I was like, I wanted all of my free time to be filled up with the gym, with martial arts, with business, with music, with everything I could possibly want to be learning and doing and creating. But then I like this girl gave me her number at Herman's, and I was like, dang, this is crazy. Like I talked to her, we started texting, and she ends up being like very intelligent and like fun to talk to. That is the only reason I even entertained the relationship in the first place. She could be 100 out of 10 on the attractive scale, but if she wasn't like smart and fun to talk to and bounce conversations and ideas off of, it was a no go. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
she's like a solid like 7. She's like a solid 7, but she's really smart. She's like even a solid 6 or 7, like probably a 6.5, honestly. She's really smart, and even then, I think she's cute. My point being, I decided that it was worth it to give it a shot because my family was convincing me that hey, listen, you for one can learn to balance her and your creative pursuits with your free time, and also you will break up if that's what it's going to be, then you won't regret it. So they told me that I wouldn't regret it and that I'd be able to balance these two things. Wrong. Second, wrong. It like none of those things happened. I wasn't able to balance my free time. I wasn't able to utilize all of it to do what I wanted to do. Like all I wanted to do, it's not because she was in the way and not letting me and being like a tyrant. It's because all I wanted to do was be with her. All I wanted to do was hang out, and I would invite her over, and we'd watch movies and play video games and cuddle and sleep over. And it was like, that's it. That's all we did. That's all I did with my free time. So, and then they also convinced me that I wouldn't regret it. And now I really am regretting it because we've decided to bring it to a conclusion here soon. And it's hurt. It hurts a lot. It's really heartbreaking. It hurts a lot. I knew this was going to happen. I knew I was going to get stung. And I did it anyway, and I kind of regret it.
What do you think the next step is for you? Like, are you guys gonna have a farewell? Like, I don't know. It's such a weird way to break up. Like, it's not like you guys got in a fight. It's just like you both decided you want something different, I guess. I don't know.
Right, dude. It's like we let love flourish when there shouldn't have been love. Like, that's not what I need yet. And that's sad. That's why I think that everybody listening should save themselves until marriage. This is a hot take, but like literally, I think that a man should either be completely alone with his ambitions and his goals and himself so that he can learn more about himself, get into the world, shed the things that are holding him back, and build something for himself. Or be with the mother of his children, a woman that he loves so dearly, and that love will never be interrupted by any sort of dumb task that he has to conquer still. Like, God planned for you to get in a hand-to-hand combat situation with a bear, right? Okay, but you haven't done that yet. And if you get a girlfriend, and then you still have to get in a hand-to-hand combat situation with the bear, having a girlfriend is going to interrupt that. You know what I'm saying?
This
You know what
seems
I'm
very
saying?
specific, Sean. Have you gotten hand to hand combat with the bear and your girlfriend made it harder?
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, that's how it happens. They like, they just can't. Honestly, women just can't drive, and it makes it so. It
Ugh.
makes it so hard to fight bears hand to hand. Honestly,
Wow. You learn
I'm just
something
kidding.
new every day. I'm taking
I'm not.
notes.
I'm not a misogynist. I swear.
No, yeah. I totally see where you're coming from. It's like sometimes you like know what you need in this period of your life, and sometimes that's to be single and focus on yourself. And something came up, and you know you decided to take a chance on it, and then you realized that it actually wasn't right for you at this time, and she wasn't the mother of your children, so it wasn't worth this crucial point in your life, and so you decided you guys needed to break up, but you still kind of have feelings for her, but you know that it's not going to last anyway, so it's like, why prolong the inevitable, right?
Yeah, it's like ripping off a band-aid. It's like having a dog that's dying, like a pet dog, and you have to be the one to put it down
How does
because you
how does
know it.
she feel about all this? Like, what has she said? Like, what are her feelings? Because obviously, it's not like
No,
you want to break up and she wants to stay together, right? Like, there's kind of both you guys kind of feel
you
similarly.
know, I will say this: she's very, very mature. She's older than me by a good couple of years. She's very, very mature about this whole thing, and I really don't think she's freaking out too much. I think that I'm over exaggerating it in my feelings a little bit actually.
Hmm.
So I think she's completely fine with it. I think that like the situation that's been laid down and laid out and presented to her honestly is like okay, well, she understands it, and I guess she has a plan for her future, and so she's not very too bothered by it, and
When
I
when
respect
you
that.
like brought this up to her, or like when you guys decided to break up, like how did she react, or who brought it up? I feel like this is something you've never really told me, I guess.
From the get-go I told her like I really still I don't know like exactly how much a relationship is important to me right now. I don't exactly know like on what scale I'm gonna be prioritizing our relationship. Like I love you to death, and I'm not gonna be like talking to other girls. That's not what I mean. I just want to be doing a lot of other things, and she was like okay, and that kind of set her off a little bit. And then we like took a couple days off from seeing each other, and then I ended up talking to her. I'm like okay, listen, I'm just gonna do what I want to do. I'm gonna start these things that I want to do, and if they get in the way of our relationship, then we'll move forward from there.
And then
So
it
it's
started
been
getting in the way of the relationship or something.
well. actually we started getting into political debates that ended up not being very like healthy for us, and so we got
Hmm.
into these like political debates about things, and they would turn into yelling matches, and it wasn't good. But it wasn't good at all. And essentially, we took that moment to sit back after one of our arguments and realize, like, what are we doing? Like, we already know this relationship isn't going anywhere. We obviously don't really agree philosophically about these topics that are important to us. And like we kind of sat there and had a moment that was kind of heartbreaking for both of us, where it's just like, dude, we need to like discuss when this is ending because this is getting ridiculous. And then from then on, for me, it's just kind of been this like form of torture where I'm like, God damn it, I've got myself into a situation where both of us are at risk of heartbreak, and I'm the one that has to pull the trigger. You know?
You know, it's funny. It's totally different situation, but I've kind of felt this same way about my friendship with somebody for a long time. I'm sure you know exactly who he is, but I'm not
Yeah.
gonna name call him. But it's like, I don't know. It's one of those things where you know a person, like having this person in your life right now isn't the best thing for you. That in some way they're kind of holding you back from your highest potential, or maybe they're even a bad influence on you. But it's kind of hard just like let it go because you have so much history and you do care about this person, and you're not leaving them behind because they're a bad person or because you don't care about them. It's like there are a lot of good qualities that this friend had and still has, but it's just like we're not compatible as friends, and we care about different things, and I don't know. I think there's some amount of that in life, whether it's full relationships or like friendships or even just like coworkers. Like some people are just different. We each have our own kind of like niche, and some people just aren't compatible, and you don't realize that immediately all the time. And that's when it's kind of hard because if you're not compatible, then but it's already kind of too late. You already have this connection. Then sometimes things, I don't know, can go astray, I guess.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I feel like it's not the most entertaining topic to ramble about, but there's a lot to ramble about when it comes to this. Like, gosh, yeah, letting feelings fester where they're not gonna thrive is a mistake.
Yeah. Well, with this series, dude, honestly, like I'm not that focused on like what is specifically entertaining to talk about. I'm not gonna like focus on topics just because of. Oh, what happened
That
there?
sucks. I was
Oh,
mining in a cave. Didn't I killed one creeper and then turn around and immediately there's a second one blown up. And I was just like,
valid. But yeah,
damn
like
it.
I'm more concerned with just like what's real. You know what I mean? Like what's actually on our minds because like what's gonna keep us motivated and wanting to continue to do this, regardless of how many people actually decide to watch, is just like I don't know, like our normal conversations we have, the things we're actually feeling, and that's
I
how I've been
respect
kind of feeling
that.
today.
I respect that, but also I've told that story about this girl for like so many times,
No, yeah, I
so it's
feel that.
also kind of boring for me to talk about,
That's
honestly.
fair. Genuinely, I only asked because you haven't even told me the specifics of like how you guys broke up or any of that. I was kind of curious.
Yeah, there you have it, folks. It's pretty
Interesting.
standard procedure, honestly. Like it's nothing crazy. I didn't get
Yeah,
cheated on, like,
yeah.
but yeah, but dang, it definitely hurts. Cause yeah, before that, I seriously was ready to like save myself until marriage entirely. I was on that type of level. I was in God mode, bro. I was going crazy in life. I felt crazy. Felt good.
Yeah, I think it's been weird for me the last few years because like I how do I put this like I'm not like a soulless person. Like I definitely like
Yes,
see
you
the
are.
yes I am okay. Never mind, cancel that. But like when I talk to people and I tell them like I haven't been in a relationship in like 4 or 5 years, a lot of them either think like there's something wrong with you, or like you don't care about people, or like you have no riz with girls or something. Because like most people couldn't imagine like being interested in something and not pursuing it regardless. You know what I mean? But genuinely, what it
Mm,
is for me is like I feel the same way as you. Like there are certain things, like I mentioned earlier in this video, that I really, really care about, certain things I want to achieve in my life. And I feel like it would only be worth it to be in a relationship if they were like, a real partner. And actually, over the years, I don't know if I've talked to you guys a ton about this, but like you and Jack and some of my other friends, but yeah, like there have been girls where we've gotten pretty close, like that Allison girl and things like that. But
Right.
it always just I started to realize like they're not like a real partner, and I think a good relationship needs to be the sort of friendship that could endure through anything, first and foremost. You know what I mean?
Right. Like our me and this girl's political debates would not get in the way of our trust and faith and love for each other if it was serious.
Yeah.
Oh, there you are. I thought you cut out for a second. I was scared.
No, yeah. I just I thought I don't know. I got confused. I was mining the top of a tree, and some snow from the top of it fell down on me, and I was like, "What is that?"
I feel that.
Can you
Anyways,
sleep? I don't have a bed.
I don't have a bed either because I died and I'm still finding my stuff. I had a bed in my inventory, but like, yeah, the cave I went into was apparently really confusing. And there's a
Uh-oh.
skeleton in it now.
At least I have my stuff in a chest, but
I might have lost all my progress.
oh no. We've been like separated the entire episode. We need to reconvene before we finish.
Yeah, definitely.
No. Mr. Zombie, I knew you would come for me.
The
Gosh.
snail pulling up to your mansion.
Yeah. Like, where is he? But like, I don't know. That's why like the thing is though, to be honest, is like I say that, but when it comes to like friendships, it's a little bit different because like I'm very capable of having deep, meaningful friendships, but I haven't pursued those at all. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And I don't know. That's sort of a weird thing because it's some big contradiction that I've noticed with myself is like I feel that way about relationships, but friendships are different, and I get so much out of my friendships, but I only have a few. And when I think about why I don't have a lot of friends, it's just generally because I haven't made the effort, and I don't know necessarily why I haven't made the effort. It's weird because sometimes like I don't know,
Well,
like my relationships are meaningful, and I don't necessarily like need a ton, but sometimes I do find myself thinking like it'd be cool to have a couple more like really close friends, and I'm pretty like selective when it comes to the people I surround myself with. So like there probably aren't that many people out in the world that I would be willing to be friends with. But it's like we were talking about earlier today with Branson. Like he was someone I just like you. I met him and I totally was like, yeah, I could be friends with him. And I reached out a few times and we hung out a bit. But then I just stopped hitting him up. And like for his part, he stopped hitting me up too. But it's like that could have been like a friendship for life potentially if I would have put in the effort. Like you never know what might become of something if you don't try it out. So I don't even blame you for what happened with your girlfriend because it's like you never know. You know what I mean? Like you really won't know immediately when you meet someone. It's not like a bad thing to give it a chance.
yeah,
It's just tough because it's also kind of
it's
a
tough with
risk.
love.
Yeah.
It's with friendships it's not that bad, but with love it's like love makes you complacent. Love replaces all desires. It's ultimately supreme in the sense of what's good. Like that is what you want to do for all of your time now. You just want to be with this person and look into their eyes and, you know, feel their touch. Like it's romantic. It's meant to make you complacent. Like, okay, your life doesn't even matter anymore. Like you probably just created some children. Those are where that is where your focus needs to be. Like, yeah, I think that that's the biological reason that love makes you so blind. It's because
Yeah.
like, okay, you need to raise your kids now,
It's
bro.
like relationship gut or whatever they call it when like you put on weight when you get in a relationship. Like it really can breed complacency. And that's not a reason not to get into one if it's the right person. Because like I think with the right person you won't be complacent. Or like maybe
Mm.
you still will, I don't know. I've never never had that experience personally, but like maybe if it's literally
Even
like the one, like the person you marry and stay with, it's not like every person who's like happily married is complacent. So maybe it just takes the right person to keep you from becoming complacent. Someone who inspires you, I guess.
well, Complacency is like a spectrum. Even the most proactive person you know is complacent still to some degree. So,
Yeah, definitely.
like, there's more that they could be doing. So that's interesting.
Definitely. Like, there's always more you could be doing. I guess just, yeah, it's not so cut and dry, but yeah. I mean,
Dude,
definitely, like, to
where's all
some
my
extent,
stuff?
having a
I like,
family in any form could be seen as complacent because it takes up time, but I think you'd be kind of dumb to make that argument, you know? It's like, you have
yeah.
kids, that's so complacent. Like,
Well,
you
I'm
should
not.
be.
I'm not saying. Well, but complacent isn't inherently bad. I'm arguing
Yeah,
for
yeah.
complacency. You know, so
No,
I think that it
exactly.
does.
That's what I'm
It does.
saying.
Yeah, it does make you complacent, but complacent isn't a bad thing. Like it shifts your focus from yourself to your kids.
Definitely. Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, like if you, yeah, I agree. Sort of like
What? Do-
complacency is good when you've kind of finished the battle. You know what I mean? Like once the war has been won, then you should be complacent. You know what I mean? That's when you should be able to
Yeah.
lay down your sword and be the warrior in the garden. But it's like when people grow complacent during a battle, that's when they start to lose. You know?
Hmm. Yeah. That's a perfect summary to how this went down. I became complacent during the battle, not after.
Because I feel like you mentioned to me with all this that like, you know, at different points in your life you would have been down for something like that, like a lot more. You know what I mean? But this was
Hmm.
kind of a point where it's like you were at war and you couldn't afford to, yeah, to rest on your laurels.
Yeah, but people convinced me that I could afford it. And it's like, honestly, like being complacent in the form of playing a good video game for a couple of weeks is less dangerous than getting into a relationship. Like this whole situation has rewired my brain. I'm telling you, relationships are so powerful in the way that they change your priorities, and it's supposed to be that way biologically, so that we don't get lost in our own ambitions.
Yeah, or so we don't just like abandon, you know, our wife and kids and go wander off to form a new tribe or some shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Have you heard the song "Banana Pancakes"
Yeah.
by Jack Johnson? That's what love is, bro.
Make a banana pancake so early in the morning.
Morning. And like specifically where he's like, there ain't no need to go outside. You just
Yeah.
sleep in and you just sleep in your warm bed like until the sun's coming up with a
Oh my
girl. Like
gosh. Yeah.
there's literally nothing better.
Yeah, there's no need to go outside. There's nothing out there for you. You got it all right here.
Exactly.
It's like the serpent like lulling you. It's like but it's so warm here. Like it's so comfortable. Why do you need to go work? Like your children will work for you.
Oh,
No, yeah. That's kind of how it was like way back in the day. Like if you had kids, it was kind of so they would do work for you in a way. I mean, that was just part of it, but that's definitely like left the equation, you know what I mean? Now it's like kids aren't really expected to
yeah.
do anything for their parents, but it used to be like
Sadly,
that's why you had kids.
we can't enslave people anymore. So. Just kidding. They're
Or I mean
just
like
kind
I
of
guess I
dumb.
guess in Asian cultures they still have that thing where it's like, you know, the eldest son grows up to take care of the parents or whatever. That's why like
Yeah.
when China did the, you know, two child policy or whatever, it was mostly men because the parents believed men would take care of them when they're older or
Ah,
something.
yeah, and they're like they hold like the family's honor, you know?
I might have made a mistake putting our base here because there's like this deep snow that's like drowning me when I step around.
Yeah, yeah, dude. Yeah, that's a big mistake.
But I'm pretty sure you can get rid of that with water, so I'm gonna just go with it anyway because honestly, dude, when you see this base location, you're gonna think this is literally like the greatest spot you've ever
Scripted.
seen. Yeah, dude, you're really gonna think I like went into creative mode and put this mountain here perfectly.
You know what would have been cool? Like, if we ever end up switching up the world once we beat the Ender Dragon here in a couple of months or something, we could like find like a very specific seed that people have found that's like ridiculous in some sort of way.
Hmm. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Like we
Yo, I
purposely
gotta,
go off of a common seed.
yeah, I gotta use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. Speaking of which, I wonder Wonder how long we've been recording for. Maybe I should check while he's in the bathroom. We're at 1 hour and 7 minutes. Okay. 1 hour, 7 minutes. 1 hour and 7 minutes deep. I'm probably going to cut this part out while he goes to the bathroom. But if I decide not to, then some of you guys are listening right now on your way to work, in your cars, or before you go to sleep, and you're not subscribed yet. Subscribe to the channel now. What, is this a polar bear cub? Is this a polar bear cub in the snow? Oh, my poor baby. My boy. My boy Siegfried. Wait, I have a name tag.
Siegfried?
I can name him Siegfried. Oh, I don't have an anvil.
Who are we naming Siegfried? I'm intrigued.
This baby polar bear. Okay.
Yo,
I need to trap him.
That's actually awesome, dude. That's a big W.
Siegfried. All right, Siegfried has been trapped. You can't tame polar bears, can you?
We better be able to.
Look this up for me. Look up if you can tame a baby polar bear named Siegfried.
Where the heck did my phone go?
But yeah, as I was saying while he was in the bathroom, if you're not subscribed yet and you're still watching, seriously subscribe, because you're literally like more than halfway done with the video and you literally are profiting off of our free labor, and we've talked about this, that is not allowed anymore. So so you have to like and subscribe and comment to make it up to us for putting in all this effort playing a game and talking about life. Like, this takes some serious mental gymnastics, okay?
And a matter of fact, we're gonna put our Venmo and our Cash App and then
Matter of fact, just like, we're gonna come to your house and pick out a couple things we want and just take it home with us.
yeah, I've got an invoice that I'm sending to all your emails because I actually pull the IP addresses of everybody that watches.
Facts.
I'm just kidding. I don't think an IP address could lead to an email.
I don't think anyone's gonna watch this, so just like down there, it's like 1 million views, and they're like, you're wrong. But guess who's laughing now if we have 1 million views when you're watching this?
For real, us baby.
Us, baby. We got
Us,
that
baby.
that V-Bucks coming in. Gotta get us some Fortnite skins. I've always wanted me a Raven skin, or a what's a good skin, like a Black Knight.
Ooh.
Yeah. I've
I'll
always wanted
tell
me a
you
Black
what.
Knight.
I want to be. I'm a renegade raider, my friend. That's what I am.
My boy, you can't get those anymore. Those were limited edition.
Exactly.
Skull
Exactly.
Trooper.
Guess what? I have a renegade raider on my PS4.
Dude, you
And-
could sell those. You can only sell those.
You're right. I totally
You should
did.
sell that. I think at one point an account with the Renegade Raider was literally worth like $1,000, dog.
Yo, dude, have you heard about the ambitions behind GTA 6? Have you heard about how they're gonna make it like a whole like e-commerce platform essentially? They're gonna
What?
try and introduce. They're gonna try and introduce NFT based exchanges within the game. You buy like cryptos with your money in real life, and then take it into the game. You know, that's supposed to be super complex and in business related. You know, because GTA 5 is, you know, it's kind of all about like running a business in GTA 5 online. But like, yeah, you could like run businesses and get creative, and apparently you could like buy real estate, and they're gonna make it super lucrative, and you know, yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Like, you could like run a business and make money in GTA, apparently,
You
based
should
on
come-
what everybody's saying.
Okay, first of all, that's sick. I'm totally down for that. But you should come to my location.
Okay, I'm making iron stuff real quick.
Cool. Because, like, we've been separated the whole game, and everyone's been waiting this whole time for us to reunite so we can be gay lovers once more.
Okay, I tried to go to your location, and I found this cave, and I started mining it out. Let me sleep for us real quick.
That sounds a little bit fruity. No! What?
Did you just die?
No, Siegfried is gone.
Yo, he
What?
teleported out of captivity.
Dude, how? No, dude. Siegfried. No,
Ah,
my
I'm sorry.
son.
I'm
My
sorry, buddy.
son. Maybe I'll see him again someday, all grown up and hunting fish in the rivers down by the stream.
And his name is still Siegfried. And his name is John Cena.
And his name is Siegfried the polar bear cub. Do, 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 do.
Ugh,
Do, 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 do,
that's
do,
tough.
do.
Now that is tough. I've never heard something as tough as that.
My brother, this is literally the greatest Minecraft spot you've ever seen. Like, I think you're honestly gonna be so surprised when you see how cool this is, because I've like hyped it up that much. But I promise, however much I've hyped it up, it's better. It is better than the best expectation you have in your mind right now.
Okay, I'm coming. I'm coming.
I'm talking like hookers and blow in Vegas, okay,
Yeah.
or Atlantic City. You know, type shit with no T because it's YouTube.
Is it? Are they still like punishing towards like curse words?
I don't even know. I'm just not trying to risk it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm even gonna go
'Cause, like
bleep them out.
all of my favorite YouTube channels are as a kid were the ones that were not afraid to swear and would say the craziest, crap you've ever heard in your life, and it is just the most funny thing. Jacksepticeye, perfect
I'm
example.
sure we're going to anyway. I think it's just with monetization, so might not even matter for a while. But I think it's just like
True.
they don't put ads on your videos if you swear.
Well, then let's utilize this chance we have while we don't have ads.
Actually, we're not monetized yet. What the fuck? No, yeah, we probably will never be monetized. Actually, no, I'm just kidding.
No,
Normally,
probably not.
normally I would say we won't, but I've done it once. Why can't I do it again? Honestly, why not?
Yeah, I'm
Why
impressed that
that?
you decided to start a whole new channel for this. It's pretty cool.
I told you my main channel's dying. If the ship has a leak, you jump ship. I'm just kidding. No,
You're the
honestly,
captain. You gotta go down with it.
it is a little bit sad starting a new channel. Like obviously, I'm not giving up on the main channel. I'm gonna do both, but it's just like I don't know. The feeling that like I have all my eggs in one basket and it seems like it's all over the place and it's never consistent and I don't know, so much of like my satisfaction with the day to day has to do with numbers on a screen on this one channel. I don't like that. You know what I mean? Having my eggs in more than one basket, not only doing this with you, but like, I want to start going to the gym more, just working this job, paying off my debt, learning Spanish. Like, I think I need to like diversify so I'm not like, you need to build your house upon a rock instead of upon the sand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude. And like, well, look at it this way: it's the more roots that your tree has, the stronger it is. The more like a rock it can become. So
Facts.
the
One
more
reed
ways in
is
which you
weak,
branch out.
but many
Yeah,
reeds together are strong.
yeah.
Big brain sigma moment right there.
Dude, you really want to live up in this frickin' snow?
Trust me, dude. The second you cross over that mountain there and look down upon the beautiful sights you see, you will feel the beauty and grandeur that the world has to
Dude,
offer.
this
Where are
is
you?
this is not hookers and blow, bro.
Dude, this is literally the greatest spot. Look, it's perfectly enclosed by. It's like a crater in an ice fortress mountain.
Dude, getting up this mountain, I almost died of cold falling
Elytras,
into.
my boy, elytras. We can have a complex system of railways and elytras and things to get around.
Okay,
What do we need to go down there for? We have everything we need up on our
No, there's
ice
no
mountain.
wood. There's no wood. There's no animals. There's no ores.
That's
There's
cause
no
that's
caves.
cause I got rid of all the wood. But look right there. There's a cave right there,
Why did you get
right over
rid of
there.
all the wood?
And there's polar. Look, how many? You know how many saplings I have, Sean? I have all the saplings. And look right there. There's wood. Wood for days, dude. I'm sorry you have to
Oh.
get out of bed and walk a couple feet. Okay, maybe that's good for you. Maybe the cold. Maybe this is what Wim Hof would tell you to do. Okay, maybe you just need to get on that Iceman grind. Okay.
All right, I'm down. All right, let's do it. Yeah, dude. Okay, this better be the most extravagant base you've ever seen in any YouTube SMP.
Dude, we
All right.
will. Okay, we're gonna
Okay.
hollow. We're gonna hollow all this out and make like a make it an even deeper, like wider bowl, and we're gonna build a giant castle emerging out of the mountain of ice. And the
Yeah,
castle is
dude.
literally gonna shoot a laser beam into the sky and tear a hole into a different dimension, and then a bunch of
Okay.
squid tentacles are gonna be coming down,
Okay.
connecting to our build. I mean, we're gonna build all of this, obviously, not actually, but and then yeah, and there's a cave here, see, and we're still pretty close to the spawner, so it's like,
Okay. Well, okay, so I think this is sick. Yeah, if we make like a hollowed out bowl, then we could make the bottom of the mountain like the main floor of our base.
well, I didn't mean like that, like mining into the mountain a lot. I just meant like
What? Yeah,
narrowing out
hollowed
the.
it out.
Wait, it goes down outside. See,
What are you
Sean.
talking about?
See, Sean. We can literally make a path down to the ground through our.
What? Crazy. That was crazy.
I'm literally on one heart, dude.
Okay, get out of that cave. I made a mistake by not placing a bed there immediately, so now I'm way back at spawn. We were together for 5 minutes, Lincoln. Oh.
I almost died there.
Did
Oh.
I almost blow you up with that creeper?
But before you got blown up, did you see what I saw though?
Mm-hmm.
There's literally an exit. We can make some dope staircase walking down to our mountain, down to the ground. Isn't that dope, Sean?
That actually is dope.
Like, doesn't that literally make it so much cooler that we can literally cave out
It does.
of our mountain down to the surface, and it'll be really quick if we put a bunch of stairs. Like, are you
Yeah,
coming around to how cool that is? Cause that's
I
sick.
am. I am. I think that I'm happy with that base.
Cool.
I'm really happy with that base. I'm happy with well, okay, but it's not really too good of a cave, so we'll have to find a different cave. Honestly, we'll just have to have a place in our base where we mine down and find a cave. That's usually what I end up doing because I don't want to like build a base around a cave because that's usually not a good location. But
Well, it branches off in a couple directions. We can just mine through the cave into a deeper cave instead of like just a hole in our base, you know.
I mean, true, but a hole in the base wouldn't be too bad, you know.
We could
Like,
make it a cool mine shaft.
yeah, yeah. It's Minecraft, you know. You don't want to hide like the mine part of it. Come on.
Valid. What was I just thinking to do? Oh yeah, I was gonna make a pickaxe, but I already have one. Cause there's
Yeah, buddy.
tons
How
of
long have
iron
we
down
been
there.
recording now?
I checked a little bit ago, and we were at like 1 hour and 1 minute. But I started recording before we started this world, so we're like probably at about like an hour and 10 minutes. And I want to get to like, let's go for another like 20 minutes, and then when I cut it all down, it'll be perfect.
Bet. God, this makes me want to just like do more episodes all the time because I'm having so much fun.
That's what I'm
Now
saying.
that
Like,
now that we know how to
it's gonna be cool. It was
now
kind
that
of
we
a
know how to
pain
do
at
it,
first, for sure, but
yeah, all that troubleshooting was pretty horrible.
I don't think we'll ever. I shouldn't speak too soon, but we might not have to do that anymore, most likely. Oh, I forgot to pick up your stuff, Sean.
No, don't pick up my stuff. I got it. I'll be there. Unless nighttime is falling, then you can go pick it up.
Well, the zombie's picking it up, so I kind of have to.
The zombie will pick up like one item.
No, it literally put on all your gear.
Oh.
Yo,
Well,
this
kill
bundle
the
is
zombies for me.
sick.
Yeah.
Bundles are dope, dude. No, yeah, this is so sick. It literally leads all the way down to the surface, dude. We can literally make a staircase, so it'll be like. Have you ever played Skyrim?
Nah.
But okay, you've
I've
seen a
watched
lot of
it.
my episodes though. Have you seen like High
Mm.
Rothgar, like the big mountain, and like that like ton
Yeah,
of steps you have to climb to reach the top?
I
It'll be
think
like
so.
that, dude. It'll be like we're literally at the top of the world, the throat of the world. And then like we take our 6,000 steps to get down to the bottom.
Get them all in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that. It's a good plan. Oh, my pickaxe just broke. I'll use your pickaxe.
I think I'm lost. What are your chords?
339, 128, 809.
809 positive or negative?
Negative, sorry.
Okay, I actually went too far. Gosh, I
Yo,
don't have a
wait.
shovel.
It does
I
lead
don't
into
have
a
a
cave.
shovel. I don't
Sean,
have a shovel to dig. Dude, I don't have a shovel to dig me out of the snow. I'm literally gonna die in the snow.
no,
Like, this is horrible.
you can dig through with anything.
I literally sunk to the bottom, like the very
I know.
bottom.
Just dig one block and it frees you. You can breathe. It doesn't all
This
collapse.
sucks.
But what was I gonna say? There actually is a full ravine. That cave branches off in one direction, goes down to the ground, Sean, and the other goes into a big ravine, dude. So we actually have the
Okay.
perfect caving system down there.
Bet, dude.
This is like, I wouldn't say it's perfect because I don't think any Minecraft project is perfect, but this has a lot of potential. I've never built anything like this before, so it'll be interesting.
Dude, how much of this is deep snow? I can't even tell which is which.
I'll get
This is
rid of
so
all the
annoying.
deep snow in time. You can tell it has a little bit of like ice inclusions or something on them.
I'm gonna appear at the top of this mountain, starving and freezing to death.
I'll prepare you some food in the meantime.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Let's see. I do have some raw meat. I have 16 steaks that you must have died with. And place some barrels that looks homey. And this. Alrighty, we got a little setup going here. Whoa.
God damn it, another creeper. Oh,
I need to be more aware of my environment, dog. I just got hit by a zombie behind me and I realized that very well could have been a creeper. I was not paying attention.
okay, I'm at the top where all the ice is now. I'm almost starved to death. I'm coming over the top of the mountain. I see your name tag, civilization. Holy shit.
I don't know if you could consider this civilization. It's like a zombie apocalypse. Avat thee! Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, a witch bitch is coming.
Where's my power 2 bow?
Oh, here it is.
Okay, where's it? Is this all my stuff? Like, how much of this is mine?
No, pretty much all of your stuff is in my inventory right now. I'll put it in this barrel for you.
Bet.
I feel like this is the slowest way to do it. I don't know if there's like a faster way though. Did you have any iron ore or is this all mine?
I did. I had 2.
Oh yeah, and this is your map.
Thank
You
you.
you had
That's
2?
the map is.
I'll just give you all that. There you go.
Oh, bet. Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
The map is the most valuable thing in the game.
Yeah, I still have mine also. I don't think I've died yet. Oh wait, no, I did. I did.
And you didn't find it?
No, I did. It's right here.
Oh.
Oh wait, this hasn't been used yet. That's strange. I guess I never used it.
Oh, also, I need a pick.
We're literally like at the center of the map, dude. I'm telling you, this is perfect. And there were some like cherry blossom trees like on the side of the mountain there, just one little patch. So we can fill this whole ravine with cherry blossom trees.
That'd be so pretty.
We could even make like a Japanese style castle in here. Might be hard. I don't know. Dude, this has been nice, honestly. This reminds me of when I was a kid, like late nights playing games with the boys before they all moved away. Like,
For real.
I mean, we've been friends since 8th grade, but I had this like core group of friends back in like 3rd grade, and now they're all either on their Mormon missions or they're like in college and we don't talk anymore, and like none of them are around. And I really, like I really miss Sawyer, honestly. I really miss Sawyer, dude. 2 years is such a
You
long
know,
time. It's such a sad part of this specific culture we have in this part of the U.S.
yeah.
They're like, I
And
don't know.
like
I don't have that like much against the church, but it is kind of messed up that I really don't get to see him for 2 years.
for real, free the homie. He ain't do nothing. Yo, look at these ice frickin' look at these ice skeletons up here. They are gnarly looking.
They're dangerous too. Yeah, we're gonna have to find some system of lighting this area. But yeah, like so many good nights just staying up playing games with the homies. Like, remember when I was younger, my brothers used to be really close with these cousins we had, and we're not really close with them anymore. But I don't know what happened. It was like when we were all younger, we all got along and hung out. Like, but as they all got older, a lot of them got kind of like conceited and just stopped staying in touch. And it's like that friendship they all had went away, and all those nights they would stay up playing games together all went away. Like I remember one particular world, they had some big theme park they'd worked on for years with this like Halloween skin on it, like the Minecraft
Really?
Halloween skin. And yeah, like all my cousins and my brothers would work on it together, and I would sit and watch them. And now it's like, my cousins, two of them are girls. They both have like kids and they're married now and stuff. And like, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird how time flies by. How like friendships, like, I don't know.
Change and evolve with how
Yeah.
people change. Yeah.
Or how friendships just
Yeah,
slowly
dude.
fade away until they don't exist anymore, too. It's kind of
Being
sad.
married must be crazy.
Bet it is. It's kind of like you have the only friend you need at that point, and then, I don't know. It's weird. It's kind of like the ultimate complacency. It can be a good thing, but definitely feels like a lot of married people don't have many friends. Just because it's just like, what do you need friends for when you're married?
Okay, here's my plan with this little mechanism that I built. This is my go-to mechanism in all my worlds. So the barrel on the far left is for like junk that comes out of animals, and then the barrel in the middle is for raw meat, and the barrel on the right is for cooked meat. It's a flawless system, and then it makes it so you can't get burned
Where do you
on
put
the
rotten
fires.
flesh? In here?
Yeah, that's like everything that mobs drop goes in here.
Huh, that's a really good system until you develop something better for sorting out your loot.
Yeah, like
Honestly,
a
like, I
house,
don't even know why I
general house.
keep rotten flesh. It feels totally useless, but I just accrue so much of it because I'm a hoarder. It's like I have a bunch of dead human rotting meat in like a cupboard of all my worlds somehow.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, there's some right here. But yeah, Minecraft has such a natural nostalgia to it. It feels like the most nostalgic game. Like, feels like we're making a memory right now that we're gonna have some amount of nostalgia to someday, but we're kind of recording it, so we're gonna be able to look back on it. But especially like
Yeah,
when you
true.
play solo, something about Minecraft out of any game just feels like empty. Like when you're playing alone, it just feels like an entire world where you're the only inhabitant. It's completely empty except for you. And then I don't know. It really is one of those games where you're playing at 3 a.m. That Minecraft music kicks in, and you're just thinking about your life and thinking about how all the times have gone by, and all the late nights with the boys playing Minecraft, and now it's just you alone. You know what I mean? I'm glad I still have a
Yeah,
friend
but it
like
ain't.
you who will play with me.
I got you, but it ain't all that bad. It ain't bad.
Yeah, it's just, yeah, Minecraft is kind of the perfect game for something like this because it really is like just such a nostalgic game. Like, I feel like for everyone, Minecraft is nostalgic somehow.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's
I
just
think
that time in our lives.
that's why the Call of Duty commentary section does great. Because it's
Yeah,
people like see that and they're like, "Dang, Call of Duty! Back when I had all the time in the world."
exactly. It's really like not that the game itself carries that much value. It's just like what that time period kind of represents. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're not gonna be able to cook, Sean, because it's like too cold for the water to stay water. So I mean, we're not gonna be able to farm, is what I meant to say. So we're gonna have to be carnivores in this game, basically.
Dang.
What do you think about that? Do you want to be full carnivore, no vegetable challenge?
Well, we need to have a farm. If we're gonna be carnivore, then we need to farm cows, man. We need to have them in
Well,
captivity
we
and
have all this
breed them.
bread, so we'll eat this bread first. But yeah,
Yeah,
we're
but
not
then
gonna
we'll
be
be
able to
full
farm.
carnivore.
So
We need to go down and farm in the normal climate so that we can bring up wheat so that we can breed our cows.
that's true. I mean, when we build that staircase, we won't feel so like
Yeah.
isolated here. But what do you think? Do you think there's a good place to? Oh, our meat's done. Do you think there's a good place to end the episode? I think we've got a solid chunk in here. We can start off
I
building
do.
things next episode.
Yeah, I'm getting pretty tired. My cat's like begging me to come lay down and cuddle him.
Dude, this character kind of looks like you. That's funny. Like the kind of like the hair.
That's sick. Really? My hair doesn't look like that. My hair is so long.
Well, I just mean like I don't know how to explain it. Like you know how it was like just kind of like curly and like I don't know.
Brown.
If you're looking at it, like I feel like I could kind of see that. You know what I mean? It's kind of what your hair looks like.
I get it.
I think my
I feel
character
you.
looks a lot like me too. Just that's soulless.
Right
Like
now, right now, you just turned to Steve. You're just Steve right now.
what? No, that's
Yeah, you
weird.
are.
I'm here,
Go
Brian.
go into
Okay,
go into your dressing room.
am I Steve again?
Yeah, you're still Steve.
What?
At
Wait.
least on my screen.
Am I still Steve?
Yeah.
What? How do I
Well,
like?
if that's just a
Wait,
if that's just a visual glitch for me, then it
do you
won't
know the
matter.
button to go into third person?
F5.
Oh, yeah, dude. I am not Steve. What? Okay, wait. Let's get a
That is weird.
let's get a thumbnail picture. Come stand right here next to me. Me and my best bud. Smile. No, wait. Scoot a little bit
Uh,
to the side.
hold on. Like that?
Okay, that's probably good enough. That's probably fine. F5. I'll remember that one. Alrighty, sounds good. Well, I'll let you guys off. If you watched all the way to the end and you're still awake, consider subscribing. More long gold block talks to come along the way. And yeah, much obliged and all that.
Yeehaw!
Yeehaw!